Sports. I'm EGAD. Joining me here is going to be Dustin, or Dust Moret, whatever you want to call him. And we had an interesting, almost close game between affNity and LunatiK. LunatiK got a hard T comeback, but just got shut down in the end and lost to an eco. So we'll see how this round pans out. As I choke up on my words there, but it's just going to look like a straight up waterfall. Oh, actually, no, just
you love your waterfalls, man.
I love waterfalls. It's great.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, dude.
It's just raining men.
Listen to the rivers and the Great Lakes that you used to.
Oh god. Well, let's see. They heard the step. Jason R caught him with a jump peek, and he throws out the incendiary, but they pushed on it anyway. The nade's gonna do absolutely nothing, but Davey peeking out gets the headshot. Jason R gets one as well. And oh, they stopped the bomb carrier too. Abe with some nice shots to the USP, but it's still gonna be a 2-on-3. That nade's gonna kill him. Boop. There you go.
We do that again.
CEVO. CEVO peeking out outside the smoke, gets tapped down by Davey.
Let's make a sound effect for every death. Actually, let's not, because
let's not do that. That would be terrible. That would honestly be horrible.
That would be a bit counterproductive to us trying to grow in popularity, I think.
Yeah, that'd probably lose a lot.
Maybe. You never know. People might be into that kind of thing. I don't know.
Unless you had a soundboard that you could just press every time somebody got a kill. Just like you're like Kobe or something.
Or like goal, like the goal thing from football or soccer, I guess.
Yeah, that could work too, I guess.
I like it.
But this way, affNity, good solid holds. We're gonna put ourselves onto a pistol armor buy from LunatiK, and they'll smoke in and look to execute this A bomb site. But there's already a solid hold coming in here from the affNity side. Even though Abe just manned up and got dinked in the face for 90 health, but they're gonna still try to push in.
Yep. As we're seeing this big A push coming in here, but affNity still has all their members up, and so far they're unloading quite well here. Already 3 frags on the board. Invert all alone, and he will get dealt with quite quickly there. So affNity once again winning pistol, getting the second round as well. So LunatiK eSports, no bomb plants or anything like that, so no ability to get any type of bias here. So it should be affNity kind of just coasting to that 3-0 start, and then from there, that's whenever we'll start seeing how the rest of this game will go. I hope it won't be as rough as D2 was for LunatiK, and we'll just have to hope for the best.
We'll really have to hope for the best for LunatiK if they want to have any chance. Again, this is their map. They're undefeated on it currently. affNity maybe going to give them the first loss. Jason R looking for a jump scout, though. What's he got? Oh, man, they all lined up. He just couldn't find anything. There's going to be a nade in. They're going to do some serious damage. Will they just jump out? He gets behind scouts. And they're going to look to try to still execute onto this side. That nade's going to do a ton of damage and actually get a double kill. Not too often you get to see those. And then CEVO, all by himself, gets flanked out by Abe. And it's a quick 3-0.
Yeah, it's
for the affNity side.
What kind of beer do you think this is in market? This brown bottle here and on this round table? It's kind of like Negro Modelo, right?
I don't know. I'm not a purveyor of beers, per se. I just like to drink beer.
Fair enough, man. I can't really argue with that.
It can be whatever it needs to be.
It can be whatever it needs to be. It needs to be in your belly, right?
As long as it's in the belly and it's making you feel nice. But again, it looks like LunatiK are going to go for the full bite up. A take. Nothing too out of the ordinary from last round. So a quick peek out from the invert side. He just gets the out pick and flash mace coming out of galore. Everybody just getting blinded up. Look at that. Davey on top, scouts him out on top of it. Then Arya's going to go for this play. Look at that. Boop. Finds CEVO. Looking for another. Gets the flick. But again, all up to Drossel. All by himself. Gets one. He can get the bomb plant down. At least get his team the money. That's definitely a big win for them if they get the plant. But winning this is going to be very tough for Drossel right now. He's going to get the first frag, but shot from behind from Fox.
Yep, this good crossfire there from Fox Nation at the end, just kind of ensuring a victory, even if one of them fell. And so they will win the opening gunner on top of winning the pistol and the anti-ecos. And so once again, affNity off to a pretty good start here, though this time it will be from the CT side of things on Mirage rather than that big T side they had on Dust 2. And this is a really fast round from LunatiK, just didn't quite work out. And affNity able to just kind of remain one guy ahead throughout the round and be able to lock it down. So, 4-0 start, as we said, for immunity here. And LunatiK's still able to get their AKs in thanks to that bomb plant, so they will still be able to challenge this time around.
It's going to be tough, though. Not a lot of them. Oh, actually, only one of them doesn't have head armor, and the nades are very, very lacking. And I mean, maybe go to B again. They're at least getting into the site of B. Like, they're able to get some kills there. But Arya peeking up mid, looking to wait for any kind of delayed peek from LunatiK's side, and look at that. He gets the wall bang, and then he ends up getting some support from Abe, so they clear up the kill very easily. And out they go to B again. Look at this, just funneling on in. Drossel's going to be able to get the entry, which they've been pretty consistent on. And then Fox from Cat gets a dink, but they're going to at least get the bomb plant here. Invert's going to drop that one down, and it'll be a 3-on-4. And two members actually have very little health, and a nice off shot from Arya.
Yeah, that was big there from Cat. He'll get a second one as well. So all of a sudden, this retake from affNity is looking quite sharp here, as they do have the man advantage coming into the site. Drake trying to hold from upper B. Will be able to find one, looking for a second with the spray down, but not going to happen. Arya made a single-handedly with the quad kill do this. Yeah, unless Scouts can do it himself here. He's going to be playing inside the smoke. Arya trying to sniff him out. I think Scouts has already killed enough clock to secure the victory at this point, though.
Yeah, there's no kit. Bomb's gonna blow. They just give up the kill. Arya can't save an op, and all right, LunatiK get their first round. Not bad.
Yep, 4-1 score here. LunatiK winning their first round off of that one. Of course, there's still a decent amount of money here for affNity, but I think they still might just drop pistols and take a save it. Like, there's a couple of players with high money, a couple with lows that even it out. You'll probably just see. Well, no, actually, you actually see them force up the M4s at the end. They just give 5-7s to the two low money players, but they still get 3 M4s out. So just trying to put a little bit of a force buy here together to see if they can't just contend directly again. As we are going to see LunatiK trying to go for a pretty heavy mid control here. Arya trying to play this gap in the smoke, waiting the spot to see if anyone's going to walk into connector. Meanwhile, Fox tries to press the smoke on the catwalk, and he's going to get caught by Invert. That was kind of a weird push. There was no way for Arya to help him, but he's still... Yeah, that gap, though, is still pretty powerful, and he's able to get a kill. But now look at this. TV knows exactly where he is, and throw a nice molly, flush Arya out, and also chases Jason R off the catwalk. So LunatiK doing a lot of damage here, getting a lot of map control.
And then we have the bomb lurking up here towards the back of B apartments, so... Interesting that LunatiK still want to go for this B take. They know that they're kind of semi-bot, so we'll see if they use that to their advantage, and are they going to flash over? That's the question. They have 4 health on one of the members. And CEVO dropping this nade into window doesn't do much. They're going to flash Cat, and it seems that they're going to go for it. They're going to go for the B play. It's worked a lot of the times they've tried it. So why not keep just rinsing and repeating the cycle? Incendiary comes in. The man with 4 health can't jump through it, but Scouts can. He takes down Jason R. CEVO is going to catch JV, and that bomb's going to be planted, and this round should be over. Abe should save this M4.
Yeah, I'm surprised LunatiK was able to get through that incendiary so well and just get those kills. I thought, affNity had a chance to hold that with the counter nades on the upper B, but could not do so. LunatiK starting to pull out all the styles here, starting to put some rounds together. They've been really mid and B heavy lately. I've only seen them really throw like an execution one time so far this half, so they've made do, and they've been able to start creeping back into the game. And Fox did disconnect, so we are taking just kind of a brief pause here while I wait and see if Fox can get back into the game quickly.
Hopefully he can, but LunatiK, gotta say, this is looking better now. They're recovering some rounds on their T side, and Drossel and Scouts almost at 6-5-4-3-2, but can't coordinate it enough. And Arya's definitely stepping up big. He's 9-5. He's been leading. He's been getting the off kills. They just got maybe stick another person at B, put one on Cat, and let him quick rotate to B if anything comes out. At least in the next gun round. That's when it should come out. But pause is gonna resume. And we should see a quick 4-3, and LunatiK set themselves up for possibly tying it up very soon.
Yeah, I mean...
oh, he dropped that again. Yeah.
Yep. That is unfortunate. Hopefully this won't... We've had like a pretty good night as far as like avoiding things like this. Hopefully we'll keep it that way.
All right. Well, how's your day been going?
Been going pretty good. Put out a new vlog today about Liquid and watch some demos. Just typical stuff I do now. Pretty much doing this full time. So just spend a lot of time watching games and creating content. And tomorrow I got some articles to write for some team previews for the Out by Power Invitational tournament we're going to be running later on this week. That MSI Out by Power event we're going to be doing. So definitely be on the lookout for all that stuff. So yeah, just trying to find ways to fill my time with CSGO stuff.
Very nice, very nice. And match is still paused, but Fox is back in, so that's good. We should progress indeed. We should be seeing this game resume very, very soon. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this came to a draw because of how many times LunatiK does end up drawing. But I mean, I could see affNity taking this. They are obviously the heavy favorites to win this, but you know, LunatiK can still upset.
They definitely proved that on D2, but I mean, LunatiK has been able to score like a win on this map against Nam in an overtime game, so they're definitely a team that can, you know, produce on Mirage. I think in that game they were able to pull off 6 rounds on the T side, so it's definitely a situation where they should be able to string together a few more here on T side, unless affNity were to find a pretty nice hard counter and adjustment to the style that LunatiK's been thrown at them, which has mostly just been, like I said, very mid and B heavy. I haven't really seen a whole lot of like crazy heavy A executions out of LunatiK just yet, so they just seem to really focus on this other side of the map.
Well, we're resumed. We're back in. Fox is here, and let's see if they can hold this eco. It'd be very impressive if they could, and they would get a lot of good guns.
Getting really aggressive on upper B. Yeah. Yep. And they might be able to catch Drossel, who went underpass, but he is going to come back up and check this, so he might find himself a couple easy frags, actually.
Gets one, looking for a second on Jason R. Drake in the meantime drops down to mid, barely misses out on a kill to Fox, and Invert should be able to jump on in here. Gets shot in the back a little bit, but the nade's gonna help out. No way that he gets out of that. And Jason R waiting for Drossel, who gets a little antsy. The P250 gets a little body punch, or a little aim punch, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna try to pick up the AK. Does fall in the end, but some good economic damage is being done. Oh! Alright, Fox kills off Invert. We're in a 1-on-2 with A with a 5-7. The bomb dropped on Cat? Yeah, that should be on Cat. They'll smoke him off, and let's see. Do they focus enough? Yes, they do. CEVO gets the headshot, and 4-3 will be your rounds.
As we will see affNity being able to get a full buy here in this round, so imports come out across the board, and we'll see if they can finally contend here. They've lost the last 3 rounds in a row. Of course, they've had a broken buy and a full save the last couple of rounds. That could definitely kind of help LunatiK out there, but we will see. As I mean, affNity's kept LunatiK's economy in check. They've been forcing a lot of rebuys, getting a lot of kills, so they could actually force LunatiK onto the save if they can put this one together. Really, I guess it's a situation where either team who loses will save, so this is kind of worth 2 for either team, either 5-4 for LunatiK or 6-3 for affNity as they try to get aggressive up mid here. It's Fox, who has been making plays like this all game long, really aggressive mid and Cat. He's been caught every single time with no one being able to trade, and that's just kind of like overly risky aggression that isn't paying off. He needs to tone it down, I feel like.
It's very tough, like when you're making a call like that, like I'm just gonna go run up mid and see if I can scout anybody out. They haven't really been playing mid, so you wouldn't expect someone to be there, but I mean, that time they were ready. They were waiting and ready. And LunatiK gonna push up for A. Again, they molly. Coming to push up. Davey getting caught out at CT. He gets put not too low, so he can just keep trying to re-peek here. The flashbangs working out phenomenally for the LunatiK side, but affNity still able to get the crossfire set up. Drossel gets the kill onto Abe, and I mean, Davey's still holding here at Tollbooth. He gets one. Looking for another. He gets a little bit of a wall bang there through the wood, and the bomb still is yet to be planted, but 30 seconds on the clock. Peeking up from the stairs, we have one. And then, covering the firebox area, Arya, he's going to get jumped on. But Davey with the crossfire, trades out at least. And Davey can finally go down. 12 health left, there it is.
Yeah, big ASH there from LunatiK, but once again, it's just affNity. Several times this half, I've seen them just kind of give up a player really early in the round within like the first 15 or 20 seconds, and giving LunatiK like instant 5 versus 4s very, very often. And as I was kind of alluding to, that last round, you know, the loser was going to have to take a save, and so that round was kind of worth 2, and it's going to go in LunatiK's favor as it appears like they will take the lead for the first time this game. From what I can tell, unless affNity has like some type of crazy eco round, as we once again do see them pouring most of their players over here at upper B. We have Invert kind of lurking over here at A by himself with the 250.
Well,
that can't be right. Oh yeah. Ooh. He's actually holding the op, but he ran out the 250 and he does get a kill. Now he's going to be in 60 spawn, and in the meantime we got, you know, Abe is just going to try to play back from pass and try to steal that op away, but I mean, we do see this big execution coming in. Jason R trying to hold it off here with the P250. That's fine. 1 frag so far, but otherwise LunatiK cleaning up pretty easily here as they will get this round.
Yeah, Abe is left to his own accords. Save the 5-7, look for an exit and a gun, and then he'll be good to go. But gonna be 5-4. LunatiK really just finally showing their stride on Mirage on T side, and does he go for the AK? Ooh, he almost got another dink kill, but either way he can't save. 5-4 for LunatiK, and I mean, they're getting bomb plant, they're stacking up an economy. Arya finally has an AWP in his hand, and this gun round is very important for affNity. They don't want to, you know, come onto T side at a disadvantageous number of rounds.
Yeah, I mean, we will see the op finally coming out to play here for Arya for affNity. This has been one of the first times I've seen him with it, as he will be trying to go once again to this mid window looking for the pick, as Invert will have his op again as well. Looks like no one's going to really challenge Arya initially over here at mid. They're just kind of passively working their way up. Now they will smoke off the window, so Arya will be blocked off. But he jumps on top of the table, able to spot a little bit here through the gap in this smoke, but so far not enough for him to find any type of hits. But Abe has found CEVO.
All right.
Actually. So.
Drake on the lurk, though. He comes in behind the smoke. He makes a step. Abe doesn't hear him. Yeah, big kill by Drake right there. And he's going to look for a second.
Ooh.
Actually gets it. So takes out Arya. The off is gone now.
Big miss there from Arya. I mean, that's a big play from Drake to slip up connector and find 2 kills like that. He takes it a situation where affNity had the advantage and turns it right back around. And there's a 3rd frag from Drake. So he's been pretty big this round.
But Davy's still holding on this position. Going to throw that nade. Might be enough to get a kill. Yeah. All right, so now Invert left all alone with an AWP in his hands and a bomb right in front of him.
There's been so many situations this round where like one player's made a big play. It was Drake making a big play, then Davey comes up with 2 big frags right there.
Yeah.
And finds Invert for the hat trick. And there you have it. affNity finally puts together a round after losing 5 in a row, and they tie the game back up at 5-all. And still enough money here on LunatiK to be able to put together a buy, and they're able to recycle Arya's op and get it back to him. Curious to see what type of peak he'll make this time. This will try to go back mid-window again. He has no reason not to keep going back. They just keep smoking him off. They're not like killing him or anything. So he's going to keep trying to see if he can't find the op shot through there somehow.
So AWP, Arya, quick peek. What do we got? Smoke coming in. And almost reads it with the flick. So close to hitting that, but either way, this game is looking so much better for LunatiK right now. Especially the start. They're rolling off the momentum there from Dust 2. Keeping it strong on their T side. The bomb's still up mid, and what would I do if I was them right now? I mean, they're trying to make noise mid, and they're just gonna loop back towards A.
If they were you right now, they would commentate their own game, I think.
Oh yeah. But nice. Arya gets the kill onto Invert in mid, and
yeah,
Drake
good start there from Arya. Finally able to put something together from that window room as Abe will step out and finds Drake trying to lurk up the A ramp as well. And that's actually where the bomb will be coming in. Scouts trying to hold off rotations at mid, but that is going to be an A execution. And Fox, this time the aggression cat pays off.
It did indeed, but Abe still holding off close to A ramp. Does end up dropping to CEVO. Arya's put down to 8, and it's a 2-on. Oh, making a 1-on-4 with CEVO running up, and he should be gone. 8 health. Yep, there you go. Simple flick from Arya, and affNity take the round lead.
Yeah, so they take the lead right back after LunatiK was able to, put 5 together and take the lead, and then it was tied, and now all of a sudden affNity's back in the driver's seat here for now, and we are going to see LunatiK going to be on a save this round, so affNity going to have a good opportunity to keep the good times rolling, so to speak, and keep their lead building, and we'll see if they can hold on to it, though, once they get there, as LunatiK has had, a pretty solid T-side so far this early in the half. Getting 5 of 11 rounds is certainly nothing to be ashamed of on this map, and so we'll see if they can get back to those W's after they get past the save.
So they go up mid, they eat a little bit of fire damage. We do see a good split from the affNity side, everybody covering one spot, and they just try to push up. Connector, it just doesn't work. The bomb's down. This is an Eka round anyway, and affNity have no problem just mocking that one up, and Abe gets the triple, so not too bad. Stacking his little KDA, and I mean, you couldn't really expect too much out of that anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was just a full save there from LunatiK, so you weren't ever going to expect them to get much out of it. But they are going to be able to get their full AKs in this round. Like I said, they've been very, very mid and B heavy, and so I'm curious to see if the trend will stick or if they'll maybe revert to some type of heavy execution. But it seems like they will just kind of key back in on this mid and upper B, and Arya once again will take his op. Actually, no. Arya is going to be playing upper B. They actually push one underpass. They know that this team's been very B heavy, so they're kind of trying to pinch in on it, and they actually have really great positioning for this. This could work out very well. There you go. Arya already getting the bomb down. Nice. Getting the second one. Just lining them up here.
Third
one by
and
one.
Fourth. No.
Nope. Not this time. Drake will finally take them down, but you finally see affNity kind of hard countering this really B heavy play that LunatiK's had all game long, just pinching on them.
And then up cat CEVO goes down. See the wonderful Fox, or Abe, excuse me. But 8-5, affNity taking back the momentum. Looking to make it a 10-5. There's, on Mirage, the map difference of the half should be favoring the CTs by a good margin, but 10-5 is actually pretty risky. So we'll see what happens after it. And how they're gonna play this from the LunatiK side on the eco with some smokes and flashes. Yeah, they're just gonna try to go for A. Why not? Make it quick. Just get a plant, get some money.
Yeah, I mean, finally going for these heavy A executions. I'd love to see them do it on some gun rounds when they actually had some firepower behind it, because this can definitely be very powerful, especially this passive positioning you've been seeing kind of Davey taking over on the A side of the map more often than not by CT spawn. I mean, they could really do something dangerous with that positioning. But yeah, you just see A playing up close here with the M4 with the help of Davey, and Fox will just shut that down completely. But yeah, this based on the positioning I'm seeing from affNity on the CT side, I feel like just a straight up heavy execution with, you know, good smokes would probably be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it'd be very, very dangerous. But either way, we're on the last round for the half. And LunatiK I wouldn't say they need to take it, but if they can take it, it'd be very nice for their CT side. So we'll have to see how this pans out. Either way, they have the op on invert. He's going to look to peek out and beat Arya. And he actually can't do it. I thought he got the wallbang there, but he missed it out. So they nade him off. They smoke him off.
He smoked himself off, actually. He threw that smoke on window. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was about, but he is the one who threw that his own smoke there on the wood.
Well, either way, we got LunatiK drawing first blood. Drossel takes the one with the Jason R. He's got full control of B. Gets the Catman, too. But Davey still holding this A site. Jumping off tool with me. Dies for this AWP. There it is. Invert gets him. But the nade kill from Abe coming. It's just all over the place. But, oh, nice little one-tap coming in from Scouts. And that put it at 9-6. So LunatiK... All right, that's not bad. That's not too bad for a T side start.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. That's about the same amount of rounds they were able to put together against Nylem on T side. They were able to get 9 on their CT, and that wound up going to overtime. And they wound up getting it. So it's definitely kind of at least a mirror image of what I saw the last time I saw LunatiK play the T side of Mirage and the situation they kind of found themselves in afterwards. So we'll see. What can they do? Or will affNity have a good T side? They've been quite good on their pistol rounds at the very least from what we've seen so far in this best of 2. So, you know, LunatiK has to try to grab that for themselves and tie this game back up at 9-all. Otherwise, you have affNity doubling their lead. So a lot on the line here on this particular round, as most pistols do have a lot on the line.
Yeah, there's always something on the line with these pistols, but let's see. Nade-wise, what do we got? affNity getting aggressive. Actually picking up double smoke, double flash, and double HE. And then the LunatiK side, we got Kit. And not too much nade-wise. They actually could stack up, which it seems that they're going to stack the HEs at B, which could work out pretty well for them. But maybe selling a fake. affNity want to drop these smokes and make some noise very quickly. And it's going to be up to Drossel to kind of get the call out here with the 8-man invert. So smokes out, and here goes. Nade to the face for Arya, though. He gets put down to 12 health as he peeks around the corner. Drake, oh, not even Drake, it's invert to get the kill. They tap him down so quickly.
Oh, but it is a fake. The bomb's trying to come up for B, but because they got so many kills, the fake doesn't really work. LunatiK never had any reason to rotate because their players at A were holding it down by themselves. So CEVO and invert just kind of held their positions over here with Scouts, and they're going to be able to shut down that fake. And like I said, I've kind of stressed this a couple of times. This is tonight. Is that for fakes to work, you have to put enough pressure on the other side of the map to force the rotation, and it just didn't happen that way.
Man, that was solid shots. Damn, the USP and the P2K go to work, but pistol armor? Nope, just pistols. And mass nades actually to come out for affNity. So may as well be an armor buy.
Yeah, they each have 2 flashes, so I guess we're just going to try to storm up or B with a bunch of flashes, and as you would so kindly call it, the waterfall strat is going to be in effect here.
Flashbangs and galore, though. It actually works.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the M4s that Drake has for you. That was pretty terrible, but, you know, I tried.
Yeah, I could see it working somewhere else, but now LunatiK's doing it.
Yeah, it would work in the shower by myself. When
there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely a shower song. We'll keep that off stream.
We can... Wait, are you saying that we should take a shower?
No. I already took my shower like an hour ago, so I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Well, affNity, this is going to be their next pistol round, and then we'll see the gun round come out from them. And it'll be 9-9 by that point. So they got to get something going. They're going to be pushing up mid. Inverts ready to jump out window. I believe he's going to hear the steps and maybe flank behind them. But they're shooting out towards Cat, getting a little bit of damage to Drossel and Drake. Drossel finds the first blood onto Abe. The P250 is going to work, but the nades do more. And now Invert, they're lining up for him. If he goes for the peek. And there you go. Gets 1, 2, and go for the knife. Gotta be cocky.
Boom.
Gets 3. Extra 15.
It's not cockiness. You gotta get that money, son. Gotta get those pockets. Those pockets full of cash.
You're stealing somebody else's pockets with money inside of them.
I mean, you don't know. Where else are they holding all this money that they're purchasing and getting magically dropped weapons from thin air? You know, I mean, let's not get into the realism here, okay? Let's just get back into the game. It's 9-9. LunatiK able to hold affNity off. They won the pistol. They've won the following 2, and they tied the game back up. So we have another close game on our hands. LunatiK just on FAMASas here on most of their players, so not quite the powerful buy that you would hope for. And this means affNity is going to have a good opportunity this round, as even though LunatiK won out, they forced a lot of rebuys. So affNity, you know, at least still coming out in the better end of the deal, at least in this opening gun round as far as the equipment value.
Let's see, 3 up mid, affNity. AKs in hand. No op, sadly. I would like to see the op come out from them, but can't do it right now for Arya. Peeking up, scouts. Oh, just barely gets away from Arya's headshot. Abe right next to one of his opponents. Sees the scout of Invert, or the scope of Invert, and takes him down. It's a good way to start. Taking away one of the main oppers. And now flashbanging their way into this B bomb site possibly. The bomb is still in ladder room, so they'll follow through it seems. Going in. CEVO, he's got to cover this one from Cat. Dinks out immediately. Jason R, the bomb is down. Coming in for a bit of a flank and going in underpass. The 0 man. Drake is going to have to go big. Davey pushing out of apartments though. And Abe still covering connector. Jumping through. He waits so long and gets Drossel. Finally, the bomb does make its way into sight. Oh, no, it doesn't. Drake, the flank. It's finally there. And Abe picks up an op. So he's going to whittle on the time. They can't go for this plant yet. The flashbang comes in. Can they get this frag? 10 seconds left. Drake, if he peeks, he's dead. Oh, there's the flick. Ooh, that was close.
affNity won in the opening gun round. So, I mean, LunatiK did kind of fight back in this game after they won the pistol the following 2, but affNity come right back at them. As, like I said, LunatiK, though they were able to get pistol in the following 2, they had kind of a low economy still, forced to rebuy with a lot of FAMASas and just kind of a little bit of a weaker setup. And here, once again, they're kind of, you know, forced to get a couple of FAMASas and not have full rifles. And so this is once again affNity having another opportunity here to come up big, as we do see them setting up all outside A. Looks like they want to do some type of really strong A execute. We're going to see Drossel try to get aggro at Palace, but Arya will be waiting for him with the op posted up. And now you're going to start seeing, you know, affNity just line up to start throwing these smokes into the A bomb. So it looks like they want to do the kind of like the Keyed Stars 5 smoke setup, it looks like. Maybe just 3, I'm not sure.
Well, not too sure either.
Yeah, Davy's kind of far away. There's 2 in Palace, so you can't really throw the 5 smoke setup when you have 2 Palace.
Like, honestly, like, you could finagle a smoke outside of Palace, because the man who's sitting tall booth can't really get the best shot, but Jason R is going to go for the pop off the wall instead. So he'll smoke, he'll flash, and they'll try to execute in here. Let's see what they get. Jason R just pushing in. Drake still mid. He's getting the rotate from the underpass one as well. They get the nade. Everything's fully blocked off. Bomb still has yet to be planted or put into the site yet. And CEVO waiting for the mid player. Ooh, Davey. This is going to be a big kill if he can get it. But in the meantime, the site fight's still happening. Fox gets one. Vu trades it out. And then coming up, there it is. Abe, he got on the stairs. They had no idea. He gets a big double kill. Gonna look for the triple invert with this off. Gets the flick. Woo, what a shot, but he's so low.
He also destroyed that flashbang on top of the box in front of him. He just flicked the mess out of that. But yeah. Now in this 1 versus 3, it's going to be tough here. It seems like affNity should be able to extend their lead here. 11-9, might even pick up a second op.
That almost hit. Honestly, Jason R, that went through the box and whizzed by his head. That was very close. Jeez. Yeah.
So affNity up 11-9 and forcing LunatiK onto a save situation. So looks like they might be able to extend that lead here to 12-9 going forward. And just, you know, really, you know, LunatiK trying to play aggressive in Palace, got caught, and affNity off that man advantage, able to start executing into the A-bomb site and had some good entries, some good smokes. Like, they had so many players playing passive for LunatiK at CT spawn that they were just all blocked off, and they had to just wait for the plant and try to retake, and they just couldn't make it happen. And that's the power of those strong A executions, is it forces you to just wait it out, and it gives the T's like a good chance to definitely get the bomb down and just have to win a post plant from there. But LunatiK on the eco, able to pick up 1 kill, but Arya trades it back, and so we do have ourselves a 4-on-4.
Look at the stack over to A.
Yeah.
So cheeky. And then the push out of Palace, 3-man and Fox. He's right behind them, and they're gonna actually meet up with the bomb. Uh-oh, Jason R. He doesn't get caught off guard though. He only takes 1 with him, and That's interesting. The bomb is dropped in a really awkward spot covered by 2 CTs. And they're going to try to rotate in and get this back. Abe is going to be the first one to take the charge. Invert catches a man up a ramp, and they're stuck in a really hard place. The nade comes out, Drossel drops, and 9-man and Tivu, maybe go T-spawn, get a gun, and back the hell off.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's
no guns. Oh,
yeah, there's no guns there. Actually, he has to kind of challenge an Arya first to pick up one, and he won't be able to win that duel. And so affNity will go up 12-9. So good T side here so far from affNity after losing pistol. They've won the opening 3 rounds after those anti-ecos, and they now take the lead back, and they're looking pretty solid. LunatiK starting to struggle a little bit here, mostly just off of affNity, just taking kind of like strong A hits for the most part, not necessarily the same mid-centric play and the heavy B play you kind of saw from LunatiK. So definitely a little bit of a difference in styles here, but affNity is going to shift their way to mid and upper B this time around, and you see Invert and Drossel very aggressive up mid, so you're going to see a challenge here at the back of Cat.
That was a good flash. That was an amazing flash. And then Abe tries to trade it out 1-for-1 with Drossel. Does do it. And now they're inching their way up B. Those steps were heard, though, by Tivu. So he'll go over towards this van. Thing is, though, do they spot him out? They throw their own smoke to kind of block him off. He's going to spray through, get a kill on the Davey. That's got to be so frustrating for him. They're trying to burn him alive as well, but he's just on the edge of it. He's on the edge of it. Do they have any idea?
Jason, how does he not know?
I believe he.
I guess
like
they thought
like
the Molotov was better when force him out. Like there was a little bit of a gap there that the balcony player was able to keep to stay up there, and Jason had no idea after he cleared van where he was. He was confused.
That's so weird.
Yeah, like I said, I guess. Yep.
Abe left by his own. Gonna get shot in the back, and all right, LunatiK get around after losing those 3 in a row.
So with that said, as affNity was trying to pull out ahead, LunatiK keeping themselves in the game here with that round, 12-10, forcing probably a save out of affNity. Yeah, they have a couple of high money players, but some of them also are quite low, so they're just going to drop Tech 9s, and we see 4 smokes being bought. So yeah, not sure. It looks like they'll use these just to smoke off window and try to storm out mid.
Tech 9s looking to push in.
Maybe just try to wreck up connector to A, looks like. And then they have one late A ramp, so.
Ooh, that shot from Invert. Then Scout's holding. Can't get anything off that, but he's got some Drossel backup. Ari's last man standing, pushing up A ramp, and yeah, just simply goes down. No problem. Easy as that.
So as you have it now, it's 12-11, still in favor of affNity, but LunatiK definitely, have stayed in this game. They've kept it close, much better than what we saw in Dust 2, which was kind of a blowout for a while. They've been able to keep the game pretty interesting, and they have an opportunity here to try to tie the game back up. But affNity back onto a full buy, Arya back with this op, and it looks like they are going to be trying to shift most of their attention over to the A side, except for Arya, who will bring his op, looking for a pick at connector, but no one going to peek. But we do see some aggression Cat from a couple of players, so if they just keep walking up this wall, Arya could get caught off guard, but he will step out and peek it, and he will find the frag on the Drake, and he will just back off in the execution. Probably going to be coming in here any moment now.
Get the boost up on the toll booth as well, and what do we got? What's going to happen? affNity, if they can execute into this A side, it'd be brilliant. Still holding toll booth, 2 members of LunatiK. They're going to pop flash their way into this. Leo out. Jason R looking to lead the charge. Gets a little bit through the smoke. Almost actually tagged him up. Leo range spray, though. It kind of sucks. And 1 tap from Davey. Oh, man. Takes the toll booth player out. There's another one there, though. I don't know if they know about this. Invert crouching and peeking, looking to go through the smoke. He gets flashbang completely. Abe gonna peek out from the benches and catches Tivu reloading. Oh,
yeah, this big heavy A hit there from affNity. I mean, Arya catching the aggression at mid, getting the instant 5v4, and then once again, both A players that were left were both playing in CT spawn, blocked off of that 3 smoke setup, and just allowing affNity an easy side execution. And like I said, it's just so powerful. It's really hard. You just have to be able to play really solid retakes, or you just have to kind of put both your players inside the site, like sandwich and under balcony, or triple box and under balcony, and just try to play it by yourself 2vx and not be able to rely on the rotation as well. But LunatiK, this time the mid aggression a little bit more successful. They do get a couple of kills this time around, but still affNity having a 3-on-4, so definitely not unwinnable as they're bringing that bomb right now to mid 1A. So maybe trying to do a middle of a mid-A split here.
If they can catch Drossel or Invert in mid window, they open up the options quite a bit. They don't peek out though. Invert, he was so close.
Yeah, he thought about peeking. He's at really low HP, and Drake just kind of went connector to pick up an M4, but he grabbed it without having to peek, so it's able to, come on back.
Welp. Still playing a passive, peeking up finally. Arya can't find anything. And coming up Tetris, they saw this with his gun, and they take down Fox too. Last bullet there. Coming out. Jason R by himself. 1-on-4. Not looking doable. It should be 13-12.
Yep. As LunatiK this time just kind of clamps down at mid and is a bit more successful this time around, as we saw affNity able to kind of hold off the mid aggression in the previous, but that round we're not able to do so. And at this point, they're kind of once again in a situation where they have enough money to kind of put something together, but not enough for a full buy. So they are once again just going to take the Tech 9s, a couple of smokes, some flashes, and they're going to see if they can still hold off the tie that LunatiK's looking to try to put together here, as they are going to head towards A. They got those 3 smokes, or actually 5 smokes, so definitely going to see just another really heavy A execute. But this time around, you do have Drawsoul playing towards the balcony, so he's going to be able to challenge somewhat right off the bat.
Coming in, pistols, running through. Out the balcony, they try to go. Jason R goes down. Drawsoul, man, he just flicked all over the place. He actually picked up a double. I don't know what happened there. He was just all sorts of reactionary. He gets a triple to end, and 13-13. affNity.
Much closer game than last time for certain, man. I mean, this is going to turn into quite a nail-biter, as neither team really has a dominant position at this point. It's definitely, quite even, and I don't know where it goes from here. I mean, we've seen affNity on some heavy A-side executions find some success, but otherwise, LunatiK has played, a pretty solid CT side, winning the last 4 or 5 rounds. Also had the pistol in the opening 2 after that, so they've definitely shown that they can hold their sights. And here you see it, Drawsoul and Scouts playing positions that counter that 3 smoke setup this time. They're not going to be cut off by smokes. They're going to be able to counter and aid and challenge these guys coming out of Palace and A ramp directly. And we'll have to see if it's going to be successful or not, as the lurk Davey is going to get caught there. So it's going to be all up to this execution. Can these 2 A players hold this off? That's going to be how that's going to tell the round.
Let's see. Smoke comes out. Flashbang's going to join it. He's going to push through. Jason R, the man playing Firebox, right behind him. Oh, he missed it. He saw him out of the corner, but just couldn't get it in time. So he goes down. Arya finds a big op kill, but they're all lined up. Uh-oh. Seems that LunatiK are going to take the round lead, 14-13.
That crossfire there from Scouts and company was just really, really well done. I think it was Scouts and Drawsoul. They would have come up big with a couple of crossfire frags, and plus they caught Davey at upper B, so that took a player out of the round before the execution even started over on the A side of the map. So really well done there from LunatiK. This kind of noting how affNity likes to hit heavy A and putting themselves in positions where the smokes wouldn't affect them, and they could hold off that. And now, because they won that round, affNity on another save, so LunatiK going to cruise to map point, and they're looking to tie the series, get that 1 point apiece, and avoid the loss after having a really, really tough first map.
Yeah, so 1 more. That's all they need. Coming up from underpass though, the pistol's out. affNity trying to do what they can. They're just gonna get mowed down though. The off from invert, going huge. Scouts backs him up too. Arya can't find the kill up onto Drake, and this might be it.
I mean, normally when you have an op in a position like that where they miss a shot and they start getting chased, it's like OV, but you put together 2 really close range frags. There's some nice stuff there from invert, but it was a save from affNity after all, and they are going to go ahead and fall here, and so it will be 15-13 in favor of LunatiK.
And they're undefeated on this map, just like affNity are undefeated on Dust 2.
Yeah, at least for our league. I'm not sure how that's going over in ESEA for these 2 teams.
Yeah, I haven't checked.
I think affNity, they won their D2 map over in ESEA as well, and LunatiK didn't even compete in the Pro League over on the ESEA side of things, so yeah, I'm not really sure. No, they actually lost. affNity actually did lose D2 over in ESEA to Nylum. Forgot about that.
Okay. Well, 15-13. LunatiK, 1 more, and they're done. And they'll make it a 1-1, make it a draw. I mean, they don't want the draw. They want the W, but, it happens. So, it's the best chance to get points in this 2-game system.
Gotta get your points somehow, man. I mean, getting a tie and avoiding a loss not only hurts your opponent who can't get 2 points, but it gets you a point. So it kind of works both ways against your opponent and for yourself if you can put the tie together. Especially if you're kind of like the underdog team, which LunatiK was going into this game. They were kind of a heavy underdog. You know, you have affNity, who also competes in the Pro League at ESEA and has had some really good results over here for us. And then you have LunatiK, who I think plays in Premier over in ESEA. And for us, they have had a little bit of a tougher time. They still have had some cool ties, but they haven't quite had the same amount of success as affNity's been able to put together. You know, getting ties against Tier 1 NA teams on many occasions.
Well, here we go. Potentially the last round for affNity. Smoke's gonna come out, and they're gonna maybe wait for 130 to go in. And everybody kind of spread out for LunatiK. If they can take down this man playing Tollbooth, like, it could be one and done. And there's also someone playing in the middle of Sandwich.
Yeah,
That's gonna be Drossel.
Yeah, so Drossel's in the same position he was last time they countered this, but Scout's in a little bit different position. But he'll still be unaffected by the smokes because he's playing the back of Firebox. So just shifting this crossfire a little bit, but last time it was very effective.
All right, flashes out. They're trying to push in. They take down Drossel, so good entry. 7-man hiding right in front of the fireboxes. They hear the shots. He actually dinked Jason R. He wasn't able to get the kill, though. Scouts, though, finally going in, get the kill, clean it up. It's 3-on-3. Both teams having some fairly lit members. What can they do? Bomb plant can't come out because of that incendiary. Well played by LunatiK, but they're going to boost up. Davey going to catch someone unknowingly over there on the steps. And affNity, they're keeping themselves alive and maybe hitting OT. We'll see. They need the next rounds, and the money situation for LunatiK is actually still okay.
Yeah, it's still fine. They do have like one low money player, but with one guy with 12K a drop in, it's going to be no problem whatsoever. And affNity held on to pretty much all their guns, or held on to enough guns to be able to still rebuy and still be okay. So, I mean, this last round will come down to another, you know, even gun round on both sides. And, I mean, how does this go? Does affNity just kind of stick to the tried and true heavy A, which has been kind of their bread and butter and what's been most successful for them? Or do they change things up? Looks like they're going to send Jason R and company on a really, really quick upper B hit. I guess this is going to be a fate, like it's going to be an upper B rush, trying to cause a little bit of shifting. But they fall back off immediately after throwing those two flashes. So, they're going to shift back. I guess eventually they're just going to do another straight-up 5-man A hit again, just like they did the last few rounds. And you can't blame them. That's been the one thing that they've been able to rely on to work for them.
Well, looking to see if anybody overextends. The affNity side not going to push up yet. They're going to delay as long as possible. Maybe wait for 45 to 30 seconds.
So Drossel's playing on top of balcony this time. This is the first time we've seen them play this position, so it may catch affNity off guard.
I don't think so.
In the meantime, Scouts is kind of playing the same position he's played the last couple of rounds, like just playing around the fireboxes. So
I don't think it'll catch him off guard too much.
He might be able to at least, like, it's kind of like a one and done thing. He'll peek out and this smoke.
He smokes, yeah.
Yeah, he'll hide inside of this though. He does come up with one frag. Does a lot of damage to the second player as well. So good job here so far. He's still alive on this balcony.
Woo.
Still alive.
Yeah,
so
he's
that's
gonna
good
get
stuff.
He trades
Nate himself will get a kill though.
All right. Now
wow, this round's weird. So weird.
Okay.
What a weird round. It was hard to follow how all that went. Drossel did actually pretty well up there on top of the balcony, getting a couple of kills and doing a lot of damage to a third player. But the rest of his team, you know, unable to kind of keep up with what he was doing. And it's 15-15. affNity's strong A hits are, I guess, 3 for 3 towards the end of the half. So we will go into overtime for another time tonight, as we didn't even get to finish the other overtime, though. Islam had to lead to avoid a forfeit for ESEA, so we couldn't even finish that game off, which was rather, I mean, that's just kind of stinks that there can't be a little bit more flexibility there. But, oh well, nothing we can do about it as they decide to leave. So we will just press on as... You know, we have just this might be the last part for tonight. Of course, we do have some European games going on tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a little bit later. Also, NA has a full night as well tomorrow. So pretty much casting every day, Sunday through Thursday, all summer long up until our LAN at the end of July. So definitely, if you enjoy yourself, do follow up and continue to catch all the action we got over here for the Season 7 Pro League.
And are they all ready? One more player needs to be ready to go. All right, there we go. Overtime is going to happen. Maybe we'll see a quick 3-0 from either side and swap on over and they get that first round. Who knows? Staying very close. I doubt that the 3-0 will happen, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like affNity's been able to handle LunatiK quite well as on the A side of the map. I mean, when LunatiK's play passive, they just kind of auto-won by the fact that their smokes has blocked off any type of rotation, and so they get a free bomb plant and just play the post plant really smart and get a victory. Or now, even though the LunatiK's kind of playing more aggressive inside the site, affinity's still winning the trade battles. So, I mean, they've just been really successful. They're bringing the bomb upper A, but they have two guys, or upper B, excuse me. They have two guys A, so maybe they're going to throw some smokes at A and kind of throw a bit of a fake and go B. There's already 4 players over on the A side of the map, actually, early on for LunatiK, so this could work out quite well.
Let's see. They got to sell this over to A, though, and make that mid-man in window. The 8-man in invert. And they also have to get through Vu, TVU, who's actually been holding phenomenally. Like, he has been pretty underrated so far, but
yeah. So they're sending out Jason R with the apartment smoke, just like they did on the other A hits, but no other smokes are there. So this
he missed his chance. But he got the flank on the repeat. Wow. He's gonna get mollied and forced back off here. They don't shoot him in the back, and now invert enough time to rotate in. Gets one flick himself. Looking for a second, gets it. Oh.
Yeah, I just don't think that fake was still well enough on the A side. Yeah, they threw that same balcony smoke and flashed through it and ran out, just like they normally would, but there was no smokes on stairs or CT spawn or anything else like that, so it wasn't really enough to sell the fake and make LunatiK want to rotate, and so TVU kind of held his ground at B, played it quite well. The rest of his team also able to chime in, and there you have it. LunatiK winning the first round, and we got the double op setup going on here for LunatiK as invert and TVU will have it. TVU's been playing upper B, invert playing towards mid. So we'll see if they can do it here again. Looks like affinity's just going really fast A. No smokes this time, just running up A ramp.
Need a huge nade too, like, I guess. Just want to outgun them, it seems. Gonna hold this corner though. Drake gets one, gets two, even being flashed, it doesn't matter. But Davey, he falls. Jason R trying to clutch this one out. He's 1-on-2. You need the 4K. But will he be able to do it? Nade gonna come on in. They gotta know he's Tetris at this point.
Yeah.
And 69 health. It's not looking too doable. We'll see. They're going to be peeking up, and if he can control the spray, he might be able to get it. Peeks out, gets one. Oh, no. He's not able to get anything. He's put down even lower. Flick comes in from invert, and LunatiK on the way to 3-0.
Affinity is trying to change things up. That's the first time they've done that. They've been doing a lot of, like, heavy A execution, but they've been quite slow, you know, down to the last, 45 to 30 seconds of the round. Lots of smokes. So they just decided to naked rush up the A slope and just kind of catch LunatiK completely off guard, but they did not have that effect. I mean, Drake and company just locked down a bunch of frags and forced Jason R into like a 1v3 that he got one but couldn't close it out. And there you have it. LunatiK winning both rounds so far on their CT side of OT. And once again, affiniity setting up for a heavy A hit, this time the more classic one where they have all the smokes and the slower play. And once again, those scouts and Drawsoul playing up front aggressive with this crossfire. But the last few times of regulation, this didn't work out for them. They actually got traded out effectively by affiniity.
Oh boy, so let's see. Let's see if LunatiK can hold it off again. Bring it to the half of the OT. Just need one round and they're done. So again, affiniity delaying it. Gonna make the nades right on in. There should be some rotations coming in very quickly again from LunatiK, so we'll see if they can hold the Drawsoul in sandwich position. They're going to push him out. He ends up taking out one, dinks the other, though. The crossfire doesn't work out this time as Fox shuts it down. They take so much damage. The man on top of Tollbooth actually gets destroyed. Abe and Arya are very low with Davey, and pistols coming in. It's 2-on-4. Invert gets rushed out by the M4, and that might be this half of Vu. He's going to get two. He picks up himself an M4, and can he make this happen? One tap's required for both members remaining from the affiniity side. He's going to go A-ramp. He's going to check it. He's going to check that corner. Free fire comes in. Davey has no idea how to deal about this. And Arya, it's all up to him. Diffuse comes in. Flashbangs out. He flashes himself. And affiniity, they win it. Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, affiniity, when they've run that strat, like the slower version with like the flashing out of Palace and the smoke on balcony, and LunatiK's tried to play up close, they've lost it almost every single time. That happened in regulation towards the end of the half a few times, and it happened there as well. So at least affiniity prevents LunatiK from having like a flawless CT side in the first half of OT. They have like one round of space to work with a little bit better now, and they have to win out though on CT side themselves to win. Otherwise, they just have to hope for two to force a second OT. And LunatiK just needs to find two on T side to get the victory. And of course, they were just really heavy on mid and upper B most of their half. So I'm curious to see if they'll kind of stick to that trend or if they'll try to throw some change ups, as you did see kind of affiniity do.
Okay, well, here we go. Everyone's ready. Gotta wait for the restart. And it's what, 3 rounds for LunatiK and they win? No, it'd be 2 rounds and they win. Right? You gotta win by 4, or take 4. I believe.
Yeah, you gotta take 4. So like 19 is the magic number for OT number 1. 18 is a second overtime.
Okay. So LunatiK 2 rounds. affNity need to get 2 to make it, or they need, if they can get 3 actually, they'd set themselves up pretty nicely. But here we go. Everybody's bought. Invert. Got the op in his hands, and everything's taking me back now. We're seeing an aggressive T side for LunatiK. Thought this game would be over, but the OT is gonna make it just a little bit longer. Nades come on out, and a lot of smokes up here. Gotta see how affNity actually hold this. Molly gonna go into ladder room too. Fox is forced out of his position to go to window. Might just wait for that to fade actually, but LunatiK taking this bomb to B, making a lot of noise mid. Didn't get much out of it though. And Jason R is gonna be able to just peek all day.
And just jump spotting this, and this, I mean, he'll be able to get the rotate back from Fox as soon as he's jump spots and sees all these people gathering up. But we do have this one guy here playing green box mid. It's going to be Drossel, and he's going to have the opportunity to cut off a lot of rotates. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that as the upper B attack is definitely on its way. They catch Fox falling back Cat, and they're going to be able to get into this B bomb site here and get this bomb planted momentarily. But no, Abe and Jason R and company shutting it down for a little bit, but it still does come back to a 2v2. And the bomb's still likely going to be able to get planted by the end of this.
Abe has 6 health. They're both jumping through window. Davey, what?
I'm not sure what that was about. That was really weird to just kind of throw it away around. Just get the for sure bomb plant inside the site and just try to play the post plant 2v2. I mean, unless they just thought that both people were coming cat or upper B or something, they thought market was completely opened. Or they just were going to hope for a one-on-one trade, then the other guy was stuck in the B bomb, so the other people ran with the bomb A and just tried to play a 1v1. Not really sure what the thought process was there, but they just kind of gambled and threw away the round. And now all of a sudden it's tied up, and the best they can hope, they have to win the next 2 in a row to win, or find one of these to get a second OT. Ouch.
Ouch indeed. Jeez. So.
Once again, Fox pressing up really aggressive mid, and this time though he won't be spotted because everyone's A, so he's gonna be able to have a quick flank.
Here we go. Flashbang's coming in. Abe's gonna look to hold. Smokes are out. He climbs to the ladder. We actually got a burn kill coming in for Abe. So well played by him, and then he's gonna actually rush this guy down. Yeah, pulls out the pistol, takes down Invert, turns around, gets another on a Drossel.
What a quad kill out of Abe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like a really dangerous pop flash you saw him throw from under a balcony. Throw it through the ladder slot like that. It blinds people coming out of Palace as well as people coming up the A ramp to Tetris. So a very effective flash, and able to get a couple of nice kills off of that. So just really cool timing there from Abe on a really powerful pop flash. And now affNity could win if they win this round. LunatiK have to win this to force a second OT, but they don't have even a full arsenal to do so. There's 3 AKs, a Deagle, and a Tech 9, and not many nades. As you can see, just 2 smokes on the whole team and 3 flashes. So there's not a lot to work with here on this execution as they're gathering up at upper B. Jason R once again just kind of jump spotting it. He'll throw an incendiary to counter when he does spot some of these players. So here comes the hit.
Let's see, they jump on out. Fox gets 1. He's looking for some more here as they push on in. CEVO in the mid takes down Abe, and we might hit a double OT it seems. Arya with Davey, 2-on-4. Is there gonna be a peek? He's gonna smoke himself out. He gets counter smoked himself, and oh boy.
I don't get how the heck affNity lost that round, dude. But well, maybe they'll still figure it out here as they do have a 2v2 now, thanks to Arya.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get how the heck affNity lost that round. That's insane to me.
Well, we hit an OT number 2, and LunatiK.
Wow.
LunatiK have to start T side, and it didn't seem to bother them that much. They only got 1 round though, so interesting. CT side definitely the more favorable side in OT, and they're having a little bit of witty banter though, knowing that this OT is rather shenanigan-y. And all right, so now we're looking for the magic number in 22, possibly if they win out. To hit another OT would be 2020. Not 2020, oh my god. Hit another OT would, yeah, it actually could be 2020. So, we'll see. It's starting.
Yep, so now the new magic number is
21,
going to be 22.
Yeah, magic numbers would be 22. The tie number would be 21.
Exactly. You got it, buddy. You just got to add 4 and 3, man, and you figure it out.
I didn't get past kindergarten, man. I don't know how. I'm still in it.
Oh, no. You're still in kindergarten?
Yeah, dude. Biggest
That's
kid
kind
in
of
my class.
pedophile-ish at that point, you know?
What? That's weird.
Kindergarten cop? Are you like...
The kindergarten cop? That was...
Who was your father and
Paul
what does he
Blart
do?
Or whatever?
What?
Who was the guy that was... I don't know. Kindergarten cop? That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, never mind. I'm thinking like mall cop or whatever.
Who was your dad and what does he do?
Yes, I remember. Or Adam Sandler when he was like a 3rd grader or whatever. What was that movie? I can't remember. But
I don't know either.
This round, everybody's still playing, you know, 3-round 10K. And we'll see. Maybe an aggressive push from Abe. Actually does a little bit of damage, but he gets burned for his troubles. And it's surprising that affNity are actually choosing to save money by not getting head armor. That's okay.
Well, AKs are going to one-tap you in the head anyway, so...
Yeah, sure. But it's fun to see that. But already we got Davey picking up the first frag. Gonna take down scouts, and then they're gonna look to push out B here. They don't check their corners, and Fox gets 1 big kill. Does he check below him, though, is the question. He's got to deal with invert, but Arya on the crossfire takes him out, and now we're in a 2-on-3. With CEVO and Drake left to kind of clutch this one out. It's gonna be very tough being smoked off, and this is a horrible position to come from in apartments.
Yeah, I mean, 2 versus 3 here. Arya just playing the bench with the op. Gonna find easy pickets on CEVO coming up cat, and so Drake just left alone here at upper B without much to work with or hope for at this point. He's just kind of chilling. And he'll just step out. Arya comes off with a nice hat trick around there with the op over on the B side of the map. So affNity off to a good start here in the second OT. We'll take the first round. They will hope to get a few more, or at least a couple of more. Try to see if they can't close this thing out quickly.
Need the 2, they need the 1 on the T side, so we'll see. I mean, maybe we're gonna see 6 overtimes. Who knows? They're just that evenly matched on Mirage. But I mean, I'm sure LunatiK want to keep their undefeated stat for Mirage at least. But they're just going straight for a quick A take. They're gonna push out. They forced Abe back. They forced Davey back as well. But when they retreated, they got perfect positions for these shots. Look at that. They got a retreat to the pistol, but just not enough ammo for Abe to use. And they're going to keep trying to push forward here. Fox takes down CEVO. Drossel got one himself, but Drossel's all alone. He'd have to get the ace to win this round, which would be absolutely nutty. But Davey from Tollbooth favors position to play. Puts it to 20-18.
Indeed, he does. So, I mean, if they can win one more round here, you know, due to 3-0, they will at least ensure that a second overtime is coming their way, at the very least, but also put themselves in really good position to finally close this thing out, just needing 1 round over on the other side to get the victory, as LunatiK is once again trying to gear up for this classic, you know, mid and upper B start to the round, but it hasn't really paid off for him so far this game. This particular OT half, as we're going to see Jason R playing aggressive. This is what Fox did a couple of rounds ago, and it was very, very effective, but they're definitely pouring a lot of numbers out mid and underpass this time, and Arya is going to have the op at the back of upper B, so it's kind of a bait setup. You know, once Arya drops down, I think upper B is clear, then Jason R, you know, punches him in the face, so to speak, and catches him completely off guard on the side of the head. So that's kind of the setup that they're going for here from affNity, and it could definitely work out if they commit to this upper B hit.
Well, pushing up connector, taking control of mid again. They get mollied off. Drake waiting for someone to push. Abe can't respond fast enough as he already took one down with him. And the smoke and B apartments. The bomb is there. CEVO's gonna look to push up. Oh, just barely missed Jason R's head. Arya finds a frag with Fox. Looking at she's the jumping shot from CEVO. But it's 2-on-3. Bomb yet to be planted still. Looking to be an apartment plant. While one rushes market, and Arya just gets completely off guard. He couldn't do anything there. And then the molly comes in. Drossel, he's flanked off, but he drops a smoke. And CEVO up at bench. Takes down one, gets shot in the back though by Davey. Davey's the man you want in this situation. So he'll molly truck, or molly van. Drossel looping around the through zone smoke, and Drossel does it. Oh my god. Woo. So
it's another round that, just like the last round of the first OT, if they have such a great advantage in the round, but still somehow it in the end. So they still got their 2 rounds though, so like I said, just need 1 more to force another OT, and I mean, they still have a chance to win too.
I mean, it's a really good OT, but here we go, restarting it up. 3 more rounds to play here, and affNity, they can win it out. They got this on T side. LunatiK CT side, they'll look so much stronger than their T side, and I mean, with 1 round, they just need to take 3 in a row. We'll see. We'll see. What do we got? Auto sniper coming in from invert too.
You haven't seen that thrown in yet.
No, we have not, actually. That's a big investment, though. Like, his money gets super screwed over if he loses that.
Yeah, definitely, but it could be that one thing that catches affNity off guard. They definitely may not be expecting him to hear that thing rattle off, and he's playing back CT. So this is just the perfect weapon to kind of spam through the smokes that affNity may be throwing out there on these heavy executions that they've been known for most of this game. As they do have a couple of players over towards mid early on, but they're definitely going to shift back. Just making sure there's no one pushing them or flanking them. They're going to set up for that heavy A hit, and they've been doing this a lot. Just kind of putting a smoke on the balcony, then flashing a player out who will then check under balcony and firebox, and then they just have the other 3 classic smokes on top stairs, jungle, and CT spawn to cover off the retake points. So that's exactly what they're going to go for again. So the smoke going to come out on balcony. There it is. You'll see a pop flash come through that, and then Jason R will chase it and try to tap out Draw Soul playing under the balcony.
I mean, he's got to worry about mana firebox, too, as soon as he jumps out. So the crossfire is there, if anything. Smoke's coming on in. Flashbang's out, too. And LunatiK, how do you deal with this? They end up flashing the man underneath balcony. Jason R, though, he actually gets traded out a little bit. He's got some more teammates coming in affNity. Seems that they've been able to break the hold, but Drake and CEVO not going to go down without a fight. Bomb gets planted in front of the boxes, too. So tough spots to come in. Ooh.
Basically, the exact setup I said happened there. But CEVO and Drake, let's see if they can try to retake here as they do get the kill onto Fox at the A ramp. Abe able to trade out, though, and he finds CEVO. So good job there from Abe to close out the round. But they've been running that exact same A setup for the majority of the game. Ever since like the latter half of the second half, they've pretty much been running that same, Jason R chasing the pop flash out and clearing, like I said, the firebox under balcony spots and just the other typical
Whatever
3
works,
smokes.
man.
So yeah, exactly, and it's worked out for them every single time they've run it. So LunatiK just not being able to find a way to counter that, I guess.
They tried playing one firebox. They tried playing, one underneath balcony, and they have the flashes to respond every single time. So affNity looking very strong on their T side. Let's see if they can close it out here. As they come on in, putting the bomb back B apartments. They haven't gone there yet. There's only one playing B once again, but CEVO has been so precise in holding that. Davey takes down Drake, who tried to go for an aggressive underpass play. LunatiK needed something to get themselves up on the early board, and that wasn't it. And then CEVO, there it is. The man who holds by himself, looking a little bit like Hiko. And putting it to work. Then Scouts even finds one from a connector.
Yeah, now they're trying to still go up or B. There is still one player on the B side. It is still going to be CEVO, and there is a smoke up. But Davey just going to kind of go through it here and start attacking into the van. But CEVO just playing inside the site, just trying to watch the cross from window. But he does catch Invert, who was playing Market. There's still the one player side that's going to be CEVO, but Jason R spots him from Cat. He is able to find the headshot there, and so it's going to be all up to Draw Soul and Scouts. Scouts, though, very low on HP. And the man advantage definitely favoring affNity here. Both will be trying to come from Market, and this could be it. This could be affNity finally closing the game.
Do they have it? Is the question. Draw Soul with an AWP. He picks up a kit. He's going to look to come in still. He's going through the smoke and gets one. That's quick. Davey only has 20 health, though. He's going to look for this peek with the off. He's scoping up. Davey can hear it. He gets the headshot, too. Oh, no. He's going to stick to the fuse? Draw Soul. Jason R isn't peeking. Oh, no. Draw Soul may have done it. And the peek on the side. Oh.
It did get defused. Are you kidding me?
It did?
Yes, it did.
Oh, my God.
This game would be over if it didn't get defused, because... God, how the heck does affNity keep losing rounds like that? It's just like mind-boggling how they keep screwing these rounds up when they had such a clear advantage.
Well, affNity
that was a 1v3. And if the bomb's planted that way, why the heck would you play Cat? Like, it just doesn't add up. I don't know, man.
Well, they were just trying to cover all their bases, and I mean, I'm sure they didn't expect Draw Soul to really be able to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Arya gets the first frag out of Drake, and they did a 4-stack A here. They're actually going for a 5-stack with the last man sitting in towards mid-window, and B's left completely open. I believe
Arya's playing aggro on balcony. He may be able to catch a couple surprise frags here. And to be honest, LunatiK still didn't get a full buy, and they had to get a couple FAMASs because they lost the other 2 rounds and were forced to rebuy a lot. And the CT guns more expensive, of course. And so there's actually still kind of affNity having a slight favorite in this round. I think this is going to be kind of a fake A hit, though. They're going to do that exact same Jason R running out thing.
Draw Soul's ready, though. He's peeking. He's looking directly forward. So once he peeks out with his flashbang, let's see. Can he do it? Can he do it? The smoke's going to come in. All right, smokes, flashes raining over again. He's not blind. He's still been staring at the wall the entire time. Drossel hears him come out. He's going to push into Fox, and then Scouts gets Jason R. Are you kidding me? LunatiK are still holding on to this just barely. It's a 2-on-2 now. 2-on-1. Abe left alone. He can't finish the kill into invert. The bomb's been dropped down. That nade did nothing. The molly's going to force him out of position. And Abe, is this going to be triple OT?
It sounds like it. affNity couldn't close the game to save their lives at this point, man. Like, they keep putting themselves in position to win with good first half OTs and even getting themselves in advantageous positions, but they literally cannot close. It's so insane. Like, it's like, I know it has to be frustrating for them because it's frustrating to watch. Like, yeah, it's insane, man. So I guess we are gonna wait here for another overtime.
Interesting. Maybe, is that a problem that affNity suffer from, closing out games? I don't think that's really too much of a problem for them.
I mean, I haven't watched a lot of their games, but this is like the first time I've ever seen a game go this long for them.
All right, well, this is some good practice for both the teams, I guess. They're getting that OT experience that they need.
Well,
And,
I guess
you don't really need an experience like that.
I guess we'll just take a really, really quick break, but when we come back, we'll bring you this third overtime, I guess.
All right, guys, welcome back. This is going to be overtime number 3 between affNity and LunatiK eSports. And I mean, they've been drawing this out forever. They can't seem to close it out from either side. So they hit 3 OTs, just need 4 rounds, and you're good to take it. Both teams kind of bantering as they want this one to be over, but neither team is going to give it up. So we'll see. It's going to be a 2-2-1 kind of setup from the LunatiK side, even going for an aggressive underpass play, which actually might end up catching somebody off guard. Drake finds one of the Fox, and that's a huge frag to start. Bomb wasn't spotted out though, so let's see. Let's see what happens. They're the affNity side maybe trying to sell some kind of fake over towards this A bomb site. The bomb still has yet to push up. I believe there's some more heads spotted out by that lower push, but I'm not too sure. And they're rotating back, so potentially could see an A take come in either way. They're not going to go risk their heads out mid. And they did at least force the rotation over to the B bomb site. And this is looking sloppy from everywhere. Let's see. 50 seconds on the clock. LunatiK still holding strong. 3 over towards this A bomb site, and 1 actually scouting up mid. So a lot of information coming in from LunatiK's team, and they got to read the situation by now that this is going to be an A attempt. 40 seconds on the clock now. It's dwindling down. They can't risk too much time. What are they going to do? They're lining up the smokes and going to go for it. It seems flash is over. So Arya going to push in, nades out. They get 3, actually 4 perfect flashes. Triple stack man is down in Drake, and then this AWP is not going to find much. So they're going to rotate in. Scouts is even going to push a smoke into an incendiary. He just meets his demise right there. While Drossel can see underneath the smoke. He gets one on the Davy. They try to incendiary him off. He gets a second underneath that smoke. Oh, geez. That smoke may have lost him the game as they couldn't.
It did. That one botch smoke literally lost affNity the round. And I don't even know if you could screw that smoke up again that way. Like, it was just like, just so happened to land like the perfect spot where it could do that.
Well, LunatiK started off strong on their CT side. Last time they did this, they got 3 rounds in a row and couldn't close it out either way. So, I mean, maybe we'll see the repeat of that. Not too sure.
Yeah, so the golden ticket here is 25, and got to get 24 to force another overtime, quadruple overtime at that point. This has been one of the longest games we've seen, at least in our league this season. I haven't seen a game go this far. I've seen a couple of double overtime games, but this is the first one I think I've seen go into triple. So this will be interesting here. Drake this time changing things up, getting really aggressive at A ramp this time, and he's going to find not a lot of people gathered up out there this time. So this may kind of alert him to the fact that this isn't a crazy heavy execution this time around, that it's a bit more spread out. And so, though they're still rotating a lot of guys here, they're just leaving one player alone over here at B. They're starting to shift some players over on the B side, though. However, you're starting to see the window player, Invert, getting ready to rotate maybe. But CEVO just holding this off by himself. And that's a really hard angle to spot when you come out for B the way that he's playing on top of this sight box. And that was a good kill.
Let's see. Jason R looking to push it out. Arya going to be
Oh, what?
Jason R, 6 shot. No idea where CEVO is.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's screwed up as the hitboxes are and people jumping like that, but he somehow made it happen.
Yeah, that was a nice shot by him. They're going to try to get this bomb plant down. The incendiaries, though, holding well for a bit. Scouts still peeking around the side. Both players have out of apartment now. Nades on in. Jason are going to commit for this plant. Tivu going to spray on through either way. Scouts gets the cleanup, and all right, it's 2 in a row. One more. LunatiK are poised to make this a draw.
Yeah, I mean, if they can just get this last round, they definitely ensure that they will get a quadruple overtime at the very least. So this is definitely a lot riding on this round. affNity wants to be able to put one in here. They've been quite successful on their T side. You know, like I said, that heavy execution they run with the Jason R chasing the flash and clearing under Balk and the 3 smokes and all that business has been pretty successful for them most times. But here you see, once again, LunatiK giving a different look. They're getting aggressive with an op and Palace, and they catch Fox right off the bat. So awesome aggression these last couple of rounds. LunatiK has been able to get some nice kills on affNity and catch him off guard, but affNity trying to just quickly hit A. Let's see if it can work out.
Well, LunatiK defend this perfectly, it seems, and affNity can't do anything. Maybe they've given up. Maybe they're just tired. Like, just let this end, let the misery go.
I think it was just a matter of, like, affNity never having to deal with that type of aggression on any of their A takes. They've been able just to set up, have all the time in the world to set up, no one flanking them, no one pushing them. So I think they just got comfortable being able to run that strat without any real direct opposition. But this time around, they had people push them A ramp, people push them Palace, and just kind of challenge them. Not only that, but Tivu just played really well over on the B side of the map, holding off that one upper B hit that came his way. And yeah, so LunatiK find themselves with a flawless half. They get the 3-0. They definitely won't walk away with less than a quadruple overtime at this point, and they just need to fit one round in on their T side to push this thing into a victory and to split maps with affNity and get that tie, get that 1 point on the scoreboard for the standings, and, you know, prevent affNity from getting the 2 points in the W.
So, what could go wrong? Let's see. Everybody's looking ready up. Maybe they're taking P breaks themselves. Who knows? But I mean, this has been some quality in a CS. Like, these teams very close. You know, obviously, you always want to be in the up and up, and people want to keep an eye out for you. So, affNity, I doubt they're gonna just tap out here. There should still be some more fight in them. Their T side, I mean, their CT side is just as strong as their T side. And
right. I mean, it's one of those situations where, like, your stamina does start to wear down. Situations like this when you're forced to play for this long. Not only that, but I'm sure they've been playing other games tonight as well, or scrimming. And, you know, right now it's pretty late at night. And like I said, this game has drug on longer and longer. And it's one of those situations where there's frustration building, and that wears you down. You know, the frustration of affNity. Like, this is the other 2 overtimes, affNity was in the one in position to win. They had, you know, the advantage going into the second half of OT. They were just 1 round away from closing it out, but and even in that last round, the round that they could have won to close it out, they had a man advantage. They looked like they were about to win, and in each case, somehow, with some good play from LunatiK, able to hold it off, you know, force another overtime. Now, for the first time, at least in OT, we've seen that LunatiK have dominated a half, and now they're the ones in position to win if they can just close the game. And that has to hurt if you're affNity. That's very frustrating to have been close on probably 3 or 4 different occasions to just winning this thing and then somehow letting it slip in another overtime coming your way. And I think that definitely wears on your mind a little bit, and I think LunatiK's feeling pretty good about getting a 3-0 start in this triple overtime.
all right.
As Abe left the game after the LO3 was over.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Apparently he was having some sound issues, so we're just going to pause, let him get back in, and we'll get this rolling.
We'll get this rolling indeed. What else? What else? I honestly want to see LunatiK stay undefeated on this map. I think this is definitely one of the strongest maps this season. Like Dust 2, if affNity stayed undefeated themselves.
Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of a crazy game, in all honesty. I mean, I know we're, like, nowhere near a world record or anything like that for CSGO, OT-wise, and I would rather not, as it is getting a little late here. But it's been cool. It's one of those things where though, like this particular overtime series we've been watching isn't necessarily the case where it's like really close and really intense rounds. It's mostly like at least up until this point where LunatiK just dominated the half. There was just a lot of like affNity just being unable to close, being like definitely the team with the advantage, but unable to capitalize on it. Whereas now it's the other way around. LunatiK has a huge advantage. Can they finally just close the game? They're in a really good position to do so. So we'll see if they can make it happen. We do have A back into the server, and everyone's back, and we should be getting live here pretty soon.
All right, they keep on doing the funny banter in the chat, but let's see. They're gonna buy everything up, get this underway. LunatiK just need one more round. No auto snipers, nothing crazy coming out. All right, nothing crazy. Jason R shaking his head too. He says no, no, no. And triple OT second half. LunatiK one round away from securing it and making it a draw. So.
Okay, so they're tucking the bomb and palace on LunatiK, which is like a position that you can't really rotate off of. So I feel like they're definitely committed to A right off the bat. They're just going to try to do like a mid-A hit, 3-up connector. Fox trying to get aggressive on Cat to punish this, but this is definitely just going to be a really strong A split by LunatiK. Up connector at ramp and palace.
That connector smoke is actually really bad. They can get shot in the back very easily. So, oh, lag. But Drake gets Abe, and they'll push up. The man on Cat actually dies. Fox goes down with Arya. Davey and Jason R are the last two remaining, though. So let's see. Davey goes down. Last man standing, Jason R. GG's called, it seems. I don't think they trust Jason R to get this, but he's going to try. He's going to molly his way into sight. It's 1 on 3. He needs the quad for the win. He's getting flanked out, actually, from behind. Man, Jason R, what do you got? What do you got right now? He's going to get 1. He does have the reflexes for the 3rd, or 2nd. So, there you go. It's finally over. LunatiK, take it. 25,
yeah,
21.
What a game, man. That definitely took a while. We went from like a crazy one-sided victory from affNity and Dust 2 to a triple overtime game on Mirage, which means it's going to be a tie. Each team going to take home a point. We also, earlier tonight, had ourselves a victory for Liquid as they were able to get like one overtime victory on Mirage and a 16-14 win on Cash. So we were... Besides that one blowout game on D2, we had quite a marathon today as far as the amount of things that we had to watch there. So with that said, we definitely appreciate you sticking with us all the way through and through. It was definitely a long night. Just to let you know, we do have some more CS going on for you tomorrow. For the European side of things, we have Existence taking on Navi to kick things off tomorrow. Then for NA, we are going to have for you VVV taking on Method and then Ace taking on SKDC. So definitely check out all the great action we got for you tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be bringing you this type of stuff, you know, all summer long, all the way up until we have our LAN at the end of July. That's going to be the 24th through the 26th at the MLG TV Arena in Columbus, Ohio. $135K on the line between the $40,000 in travel support and the $75K prize pool. So definitely, like I said, just follow up if you enjoyed yourself and catch many more matches to come throughout the coming months. We also have the USA ESWC qualifiers coming up this weekend, which you may, I think, still be able to sign up for if you want to over on the CEVO.com. And of course, we also have the MSI iBuyPower Invitational Tournament coming up soon as well. So lots of CS to be streamed over here on the CEVO channel, MLG.TV. So definitely, if you do yourself, follow up. Now, EGAD, do you have any final words here before I close it out?
Nope.
Nope. Just gonna hang it out to dry? Nothing.
I mean, just good CS, good North American games, and happy for Liquid being able to take down Nihilum.
All right. Good. All right. Well, definitely, if you also wouldn't mind, we would definitely appreciate your support as casters over here at CEVO TV. You can give me a follow at Dust Moret. I just released a vlog today discussing about the new Liquid team and their roster and some of their hurdles that they face. So you can check that out on my YouTube. Just go over to @DustMoret on Twitter, and it'll be pinned there on my profile page. You can check it out, give me some feedback, and I have a lot of content on my YouTube that I do on the side as well as cast. So would appreciate your support over there as I'm kind of doing this full time right now. And also give a follow over here to our new guy, our new caster, EGAD. That's EGAD Cast. at Twitter, as those handles are posted up there for you. Make it easy for you to follow. Other than that, thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a great night, and we'll see